Hi, I'm Jack Dalton. I'm a co-writer and the director of Conservators IV. So we follow a whole new generation of conservators, particularly Owen, who is Elizabeth's great-grandson from the original series, and he is going off to college. He essentially is trying to balance both life as a conservator but also just a regular human, because he kind of just wants to grow up, go to college, have a normal life, but as you can probably imagine, that the fact that this is a film with conflict, that doesn't necessarily go too well. So it's similar in that it's the same world. Some of the characters are still around, although a majority of the characters from the original series have moved on in a certain way, shape, or form. So it is predominantly a new cast of characters, even though a lot of them have ties to the characters from the old series. And then also in terms of the vibe of the film, the original series was definitely fantasy heavy. It was taking place in these magical forests, people had magic powers, it was very spiritual, and that definitely still exists in this new film, but it is also much more driven by reality and more science fiction elements. One of the things we were excited to explore was how has developed technology influenced the world, and how have some of those things that used to be chalked up to magic now are explained by science. Sam and I wrote the movie in the summer of 2018, and it started off as just kind of a creative endeavor just to get it out of us. We both had a lot of ideas for a new movie, and then as we started writing it, we got more and more excited, so we thought, why don't we try to shoot this thing? And we spent the last year working with tons of incredible actors here at Northeastern, whether they're theater majors or not, and they've brought a lot of passion and dedication to the project, which has been great. A new challenge that we are taking on is writing original music for the movie. I'm working with a few other Northeastern students to develop the score for the film, which is daunting and challenging, but also super exciting, especially when we get to the point of recording with actual musicians in a recording studio nearby. So, very exciting, but it is a lot of work. Any storyteller would tell you that they never even leave a story, even after it's supposedly concluded. The final Conservators film came out back in 2014, and since then the characters have still been with me. I've been thinking of ideas for what's going on in the world after that film. I kind of go through phases when it comes to creating a story, so there were times where I was like, maybe I'll write a screenplay for the first Dark War that happened at like the beginning of time that everyone in the original series talks about over and over again. Then I thought maybe I'll write a novelization of the original series, maybe I'll write a novelization of the history behind it in the prequel. Maybe I'll write a novelization of what comes after. So I always knew I wasn't done with it, I just wasn't sure exactly how it would manifest itself. Like I mentioned before, the original series took place entirely in the middle of the woods, so it was really exciting to explore the idea of exploring modern day in urban America. Conservators V will take place on the moon. There is a forest there. Buzz Aldrin found it. He told no one. I would say that they are all still dedicated to their role of protecting the light and guarding the forests, but I think this group, a few of them in particular, namely Edward and Owen, they're a lot more slow to believe that what they are doing is inherently good. They question a lot of what the original conservators from the past films originally just accepted at face value, which is exciting. When it comes to Owen and Elizabeth, I would say that they both, in the archetypal hero's journey, refused the call to action at some point. The difference is in Elizabeth's time, there was an immediate crisis of Mortalis being out in the world about to destroy everything, so she kinda had more of a motivator to dive right in and commit 100%, whereas Owen took on the role in a time of peace, so while he said, okay, I'll be a conservator, he was also like, you know what, I'm gonna do it part-time, and I'm gonna still live out my life, I'm still going to age, I'm not going to wear my medallion all the time, I'm going to be a normal human being who kind of has this little side job that I don't tell anyone about. Owen is essentially on co-op. He's working for about 6 months out of the year as a conservator. He's getting paid, but not nearly enough. And
are they ever?
His supervisor is fine. He's fine. He also has to do evaluations every 2 months. Working with the new cast has been so much fun. The original cast, I knew all of them already, so it just astounds me and makes me so happy anytime I can get a group of new people together who maybe do know each other really well, but others who might be entirely new to the group, and just be able to see everyone get along and form really strong friendships while we're having fun making a movie. So that's ultimately, I think, why we do it. From a writing side of things, Sammy and I were really excited to make this more funny than the original series. I had watched the original series over again and I was like, wow, this is so serious. And we wanted to bring some more levity to it. And the fact that, you know, Owen is starting college as a freshman and Eli is just way too excited to start college offers up a lot of opportunities for humor. So that was a lot of fun to explore, and Matt and Ben just killed it. Thanks for watching. Follow along with the news about the new Conservators movie as it comes out. More behind the scenes stuff, more promotional material, more trailers. It's gonna be an exciting few months as we start rolling out the production. So thanks for watching, and I hope when the day comes you guys all enjoy the movie. Bye.
You're really enjoying this power trip, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm definitely not hating it.
When can we expect a crossover with Shrek?
It's already happening.
Slap!
Forrest!